Hey there, I'm Tony DeCopel. This is The Uplift. We got a great show for you, a great cast of characters as well. Among them, a woman who swears she met an angel in the form of a nurse, how the caregiver became a friend, then family, to her patient. Also, a group of engineers who used their school project to help younger kids with disabilities. Plus, Anthony Mason is the latest person here at CBS News to prove it's never too late to try something new. So what did Anthony set out to learn? We'll show you. It's the end of the school year, but even after the last school bell rings, there are teachers out there who will always stay with students in their hearts. David Begnaud introduces us to some Hall of Fame worthy ones. All that and much, much more. Good news. You know what you're watching, The Uplift. Hey there, welcome to The Uplift, the show that lifts you up for at least the next 30 minutes. I like to say you and me as well. And we're going to begin with a story about mercy and a woman who swears she met an angel in the form of a nurse. Here's Steve Hartman.
Good morning. I'm with Meryl.
And I'm here with our word of the day, mercy.
Emmett, how are you defining mercy?
I'm going to define mercy as like giving relief to someone who is suffering.
So it's kind of like compassion.
Yeah, you can make that comparison.
But it's compassion almost to the point of being divine.
You know someone like that?
I do, and soon you will too. After you see this story, pulled from our library of stories past, filed under mercy.
Tricia Summers swore she met an angel. It happened not long after she was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer and admitted to Pinnacle Health Hospital in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. She was recovering from a procedure here when in walked a nurse.
Before she even said anything, I just felt comfort. It's almost like somebody just put like a warm blanket on me.
That's quite a nurse.
Yes, I've never felt anything like that before or any other connection with anybody else.
This is that angel.
I really enjoy the job. I like it a lot. Aww.
Her name is Tricia too, Tricia Seaman. Over the years, she has been praised by many, but no patient has ever given her a greater compliment than Tricia Summers did.
Okay.
The single mom with an 8-year-old son named Wesley had just found out her cancer was terminal.
You know, what do you say to somebody? She's 45 years old. So I just gave her a hug and she said, I have something that I need to ask you.
I blurted it out.
What did you say?
Can you take my son? Will you raise him if I die?
You didn't know her that well.
Mm-mm. She was a stranger.
Tricia says she had no other family to turn to, which is why she asked her nurse, who, after consulting with her family, agreed.
Not only to take in Wesley, but his mom, too.
Hi. Hello. How you doing?
Good.
Mwah.
Without the generosity of this family, Tricia Summers would have had to spend her final days in a nursing home, and who knows what would have happened to her son.
They needed to be together.
That's more than she asked you for, though.
It is, but that's what we're supposed to do. More than we're asked.
Are you talking as a nurse or as just a person?
Both. Both.
It's been 11 years since we first told that story. Wesley's mom has since died, but the mercy continues. Joining us now, Tricia Seaman and Wesley. Welcome.
Nice to see you guys.
Wesley, how old are you now?
I am 19 years old.
Tricia, you've seen him grow up now. You've taught him how to drive. How'd that go?
Very good. We don't ride together anymore.
You don't trust him, or?
I do. He goes just a tad faster than what I like, but he has turned into such a fine young man, and his mom would be incredibly proud.
Wesley, what do you think she saw in your now adoptive mother?
You meet her and you just automatically know that she just has a caring spirit and she's a one-of-a-kind nurse.
Are you in college now?
I am in college, yes.
What are you studying?
Well, I'm thinking about nursing, funny enough, but...
He will do amazing.
Because he was raised by angels.
Aww.
All right. Thank you both for joining us. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Take care,
Bye.
guys. Bye.
You know, you can be kind to anyone, and it's all good. But when you're kind and compassionate to someone who's suffering and in desperate need, that is mercy. and it's the best kind of kindness of all. We'll see you next time.
And don't forget to stay kind.
We now introduce you to a group of young engineers who use their school project to help younger kids with disabilities. Here's Derek Jones from CBS Minnesota.
Inside Shakopee High School,
this is the place where you put your finger.
Students from the school's engineering academy are presenting a variety of innovative products, from a typing aid
High H
to a custom soundboard.
Harper would be wearing this grounding bracelet, so then when he touches this tin foil, it'll complete the circuit to a makey board that's on the inside.
And a spoon stabilizer.
Looks like news with
Every one of these products is designed specifically to make life easier for a younger student living with disabilities, like Camden, a fun-loving kindergartner with cerebral palsy.
And it's squishy.
Is it pretty easy for you to hold?
Yeah.
So what do you like to eat with this?
M&M yogurt.
Over less than a month's time, the engineering students learned about their clients' disabilities, the impact on their lives, and maybe most importantly, inclusion.
Everyone wants to be liked and included and have a friend, and that's kind of what this does.
Communicate.
Colton and Cohen worked with 7th grader Harper, who speaks with a communication device or body language.
And we figured out what he liked, so we'd say certain things, and if he liked it, he would kick up his leg.
Harper wanted to make music.
4 buttons on the left play a different musical instrument. These two make the pitch of that instrument either higher or lower.
These acts of accessibility and connection are having a big impact on the students with disabilities and their peer builders.
You can make so many different things to help people and just improve their life in general.
Yeah, just like that idea of being able to help other people, it's really rewarding.
Ryder and Madhav designed and 3D printed the silverware stabilizers that Camden loves to use. They hope they've made as much of an impact on him as he has on them.
His face. Yeah, he every time he got super excited, it was really fun to watch. It made it worth it.
Give me a strong high five. In Shakopee. Derek James, WCCO News.
Coming up, an ode to teachers. What makes a teacher stand out so much that you still think of them years after leaving their classroom? David Begnaud highlights a group who made it into the Hall of Fame. They are majestic for one thing. For another thing, they're a symbol of our nation. I'm talking, of course, about the bald eagle. Earlier this year, people around the world tuned into a live stream to watch the birth of a bald eagle, babies, multiples, in fact, in California. That very popular live stream is still up, and Nicole Comstock has an update on the adorable birdie babies.
Bravely branching out of the nest bowl, 145 feet above the forest floor in Big Bear, Sunny and Gizmo are flapping their wings, working up the confidence to take flight. And that big leap of faith will likely happen within the next 2 weeks.
Sunny has been very brave about doing all of those things, and Gizmo is a little bit behind, saying, oh, okay, maybe I'll try it today.
Sandy Steers has been watching this bald eagle nest camera like a hawk. She's the executive director of Friends of Big Bear Valley, a nonprofit that installed the camera in this Jeffrey pine tree. They maintain a live stream that shows viewers all over the world a day in the life of an eagle.
Well, we have 3 camera operators so that they're watching and maneuvering the camera 24 hours a day. And one is in Greece to do it while we sleep.
Wow. I didn't know this was an international operation.
It is, yes.
The eaglet siblings are now 12 weeks old. That puts them right in the middle of their 10 to 14 week fledge or flight window.
When they start flapping and actually getting air under their feet for a little bit, that's a good sign that they'll feel more comfortable when they take off, that their wings can support them.
Once they fly, you can expect to see them followed around by mom and dad, Jackie and Shadow, and hanging around the nest for a bit. Right now, they think that's where the food comes from.
The chicks will watch Jackie and Shadow to see what to do, to see where they find the food, how they fish, and So this is their learning time, and they usually come back to the nest.
The fact that so many are watching this camera on friendsofbigbearvalley.org shows how the video is helping people connect with nature. Many have noticed they often cling to one another. Steer says they're the most loving eaglets they've seen.
It's so beautiful when they actually do fledge and they just take off and fly like they've been doing it their whole life. And it's amazing to see.
Coming up, Anthony Mason is up for our series Never Too Late. Did he swim with sharks? Did he get fired into space? Find out what he wanted to try, and what he got done. That's after the break. In our series Never Too Late on CBS Mornings, we've been proving the best time to follow your dreams is right now. We all tried something new. Gail went to space. I tried my hand at carpentry. Now our music man, Anthony Mason, is trying out a different art, painting.
At the Art Students League of New York, I put on the artist's apron.
Now I feel official.
My teacher, the esteemed painter Sharon Sprung.
So what I want to do first is introduce you to the concept of composition.
Right.
We chose a beginner's subject, apples.
I think we want a different shape.
First, we had to arrange them.
Okay, that I like.
And why do you like it?
So they're almost like they're leaning into each other to me. Yeah.
So you're creating movement.
Yeah. What I'm always looking for in storytelling is a certain tension. You can feel an energy going somewhere.
Beautiful. Keep going with that. Okay, grab a pencil.
We started by making a charcoal sketch.
So this is all in brain preparation for your painting. Now your hand is just feeling it really loosely.
Okay.
Just the shape. We don't have to be good. Oh, look at that. It's getting some personality.
Isn't that funny? What did I don't even know what I just did.
You just did this. Good. I know I'm doing right when my body
Yes.
gets chills.
I've heard musicians say the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. It's like being possessed.
Right.
Oh.
Isn't that the interesting question?
Yeah.
What is that?
I'd wondered about that watching my stepfather paint as a kid. In a way, taking painting lessons was an effort to see what he saw, to understand him.
Welcome to my studio.
Will you have daylight?
Sharon has painted some imposing subjects. It's her portrait of Michelle Obama that hangs in the White House. In her Brooklyn studio, she's working now on a portrait of former Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen.
What does painting give you?
It gives me a sense of order and security in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And the paint is so sensual and so beautiful. This is sanity to me.
Yeah.
And it's still enough out of control that it's a mystery and magical.
The Art Students League, where Sharon studied and now teaches,
You need more arch to the eye.
is celebrating its 150th anniversary.
You really created beautiful light through there.
Many of America's most renowned artists have worked in these studios, including Norman Rockwell, Jackson Pollock, and Alice Neal.
The first thing you're going to do, very much like with charcoals, you're going to see what brush feels comfortable.
Learning to see, Sharon says, is a much more difficult achievement than one would suspect.
With this brush, I'm basically drawing the outline of the apple.
Not the outline, you're drawing the soul of your apple.
No pressure.
No pressure.
When you do it with paint, it feels so much more intimidating.
Serious? Yes. Yeah.
Painting is a lesson in seeing shape and shadow, color and composition.
Are they too far away?
Yes.
They are, right? So
Yes.
what do I do about that?
Okay.
Help! Blending paint was another challenge.
We have to mix it much better.
Yes, you're right, sorry. I'm getting an F on mixing.
Yeah.
Sharon kept an eye on my every brushstroke.
Okay, it would be my suggestion
Okay.
to...
Very delicately put, I like that. It would be my suggestion.
But I had some inspired moments.
Look at that.
Wasn't that cool?
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with that.
Yeah. It deserves a little star above it.
It does, that's what I thought.
Now and then we paused to assess our progress.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Let's take a moment of reflection, appreciation.
Exhale.
Yeah. Looking good. It's got form. You're going to give it more form.
It's got shape.
doubt is part of the process. Even for the masters, like Sharon, painting can be profoundly humbling.
What happens is I could be brilliant at one point of the day, and they go, "You're so good," and then I can be suicidal 3 hours later. Yeah.
Over the same painting?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I even experienced it on a mini level. You could make one brush stroke and think, oh, that's brilliant. And then you make another one and you just ruin the whole thing.
That's my life.
After 2 lessons, we had maybe not a masterpiece, but something somehow magical.
I think it's pretty damn good.
Not bad. Ta-da.
Ta-da. Well done. It looks great.
Thank you, Coach.
We all remember that one teacher, the one who captured our attention and held it, changed our lives. Well, coming up, David Begnau's got the story all about people who not only teach us, but really reach in and touch our hearts. Everyone has that one teacher that stood out, the one they still remember years after they closed their textbooks. David Begnaud recently crossed the country to meet Hall of Fame-worthy teachers and hear about what made them so special to their students.
Ooh, y'all get ready. We are going on a cross-country teacher love fest. 5 teachers, 5 states. All this year's inductees into the National Teachers Hall of Fame.
It is a really big deal.
The newly enshrined bring to 170 the number of educators who have ever been immortalized in the Hall of Fame in Emporia, Kansas. Rarefied air indeed. A spirited crowd of students and faculty at Ron Clark Academy in Atlanta rocked the room when we unveiled this surprise.
We are here to announce to all of you that Dr. Jones has been inducted into the National Teachers Hall of Fame.
Dr. Valerie Camille Jones is a math teacher. With 20 years in the classroom, Dr. Jones launched her Math Esteem initiative, instilling confidence in her students and making math more accessible.
Do we see any perpendicular or parallel lines? Yes.
The language of math, she says, should not be foreign.
I am completely shocked. I'm just to be with everybody here because my colleagues who inspire me every day and the students who I love to teach all the time, this is like the most amazing thing.
Now to Enon, Ohio, where we asked the Greenon High School marching band for a little help. As Maddie Fennell, Executive Director of the Hall of Fame, delivered the good news to Tom Jenkins.
Tom, welcome to the National Teachers Hall of Fame.
Now retired, Mr. Jenkins spent 27 years in the classroom bringing STEM lessons to life with a hands-on approach.
Our challenge as STEM classes is each STEM class is going to make their own game.
He guided his classes as they created patented inventions and opened young minds to the seemingly endless possibilities that come from science, technology, engineering, and math.
As a teacher, I've always felt loved and supported, and this is the perfect capstone to an amazing career.
I'm here because I have a big surprise. At Kenneth R. Olson Middle School in Tabernacle, New Jersey,
there's no replacing an amazing teacher.
Teacher and education advocate Nicholas Ferroni helped to set the stage with some 5th graders for this surprise.
Mr. Michael Dunley, you are being inducted into the National Teachers Hall of Fame.
Michael J. Dunley III is a 21-year teaching veteran.
Why do you think this book is so much better than the other books we've read so far? What about it?
His superintendent credits him for the soaring academic achievement of his students, as well as improving the culture of the school as a whole, with his focus on inclusion and collaboration.
I am blown away. I am absolutely stunned and really uncomfortable.
And here we go to Hawaii at the Hilo Intermediate School. Lisa Graff of the Hall of Fame broke the news to Dr. Pascal Creek Penner.
Congratulations. Wow. Yes, welcome.
To celebrate Hawaiian style, her students presented her with leis, a symbol of respect. Dr. Penner has dedicated 36 years to teaching science on the Big Island. She is said to live and breathe the qualities of a master teacher. Among many achievements, Dr. Penner led a girls' physics summer camp, sparking interest in physics for young women.
So I'm humbled to be chosen as one of the inductees this year, and also just, wow.
And we bring it all home with the students of Century Middle School in Thornton, Colorado. They were amped up and eager to help celebrate their Hall of Fame teacher. But first, I actually interrupted the social studies class of Miss Michelle Pearson with the big news.
How you doing, Miss Pearson?
Very good, thank you.
My name is David. I'm with CBS News, and I'm here to tell you that you are being inducted into the National Teachers Hall of Fame.
Miss Pearson has spent 31 years sharing her love of learning with students in Colorado. Her principal says she's often the first person to come to school and the last one to leave. Outside the classroom, Miss Pearson has brought students to national parks and monuments, and she has had them work with legislators to help craft the Great American Outdoors Act, which helped to fund public lands.
Please welcome Miss Pearson!
All I'm going to say is I'm not here because of me. I'm here because of you guys and because of your teachers. You only reach excellence because of those who you lift up.
We are so proud to present the top 5 educators from the 2025 class of the National Teachers Hall of Fame.
That's our show. I hope it brightened your day. I hope it lifted you up. If for some reason it didn't, go ahead and press play. Once again, totally free, those reruns. I'm gonna go find some good news. See you next time.